This is deviance. It's about going against the norm, bro, and standing behind it, because you don't walk in anybody else's shoes. You don't know what it's like. You know? Of course, there's a lot of relatable situations, but you never 100% know. What's happening? Fresh cut. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Man. I used to do these in the basement, right on the couch in my room. I only got about 6 of them until I fell off. So it's kind of surreal, kind of nerve-wracking to be trying to do this again. It don't feel right, but it feel right. But first and foremost, before saying anything, I pray and believe that all is beautiful, all is blessed, and all is well for everybody who comes into contact with this video. The point isn't to be, the point isn't to seem philosophical. It's not to portray a different level of knowledge, a different tier of, all-knowingness. It's genuinely just something I feel is necessary. I feel like a lot of people just need to be heard, and I've been silent for a long time, and something is telling me that this can grow into a space where people can speak without feeling judged, people can express without feeling judged, like just people can come here to be free. I know it sounds, real Disney Channel like, but the older you get, the less magical it feels, and the more you miss those Disney Channel days. It's a lot personally that I got going that I could sit and complain about. I could sit and fuss about. It's not like little stuff that's like, oh, okay, you broke, go get a job. It's or you late on rent, or you got a ticket in the mail. It's nothing little. Like, it's actually serious, life-altering stuff that's been trying to destroy me for a long time. So rather than sit and focus on what's going wrong, rather than sit and focus on the struggles and the issues and regrets and just reality of what life is, the older you get, rather than sitting and focusing on those type of things, I figured, why not express the beauty I feel? Because today has been a pretty beautiful day as far as emotionally. You know how you get that surge, the energy, like everything just feel light. You smiling, you got your pods in, you dancing at work, so everybody looking at you like you crazy, you really don't care. It's like it's been one of those days, and I feel like rather than just take it as another one of those days, use it as an opportunity to express and acknowledge everyone else who has days like that and don't really get a chance to acknowledge it. I don't want it to last one day. I don't want to get used to, having to say goodbye to those type of days. I want to continue to look forward to those type of days. You know, where I'm just cheesing, all smiles, you know. And this is before the barbershop, by the way. So that's really not even the reason. But all the guys, they know what the barbershop day means. I want to run errands, but I ain't got nowhere to go. I just felt the need and the urge to share the lessons that I feel like God has been teaching me. And I feel like I've gotten to a point where it's not even about being recognized, being famous, being known. Because if you've met me and if you know me, I'm not an in-your-face type of guy. I'm not really I'm an in-the-loop but out the way type of guy, you know? So for me to be doing this is big. For me, it just shows me that regardless of how far I can stray, how complicated it may get, how rough and disheartening and heartbreaking it may get, I haven't broke. I haven't broken. That's huge. That is huge. I haven't stayed down. I get up every time. But what I've learned is it's not me alone that's standing up. You know, it took a lot of getting close to God, serious consideration in the relationship that I have with God, which is another reason why I feel this is important for me to do personally, because I would be withholding important information from anybody who sees these videos if I didn't tell you about how great and personal my relationship with God is. You know, it's the reason why I'm in this space. It's the reason why I'm back doing these videos. It's the reason why I can still smile, I can still feel, I can still pray, I can still laugh, I can still joke, despite the seriousness of my circumstances. And it's nothing but God. And I refuse to go forward without sharing my testimony with the world, without sharing my experience, without sharing my perspective, and without sharing what I feel God is telling me to share, you know? And I know it ain't popular. I know it ain't, you know, what's hot. I know it ain't, you know, it's against the norm, but that's always been me. It's DVENCE. But, yeah. But I have to. Because I done came through so much that I can't fake like God ain't been there. Because God was there when nobody else was. You know? So, with that being said, this will be my platform, my choice to expand the lessons and the vision I feel God has been showing me. And I want to take this platform to create a safe community, a safe space, a safe oasis, vestibule, whatever you want to call it. This is a safe place for anybody who wants to be a part of it, you know? Especially for the men, because I have a lot of brothers that go through so much and hold so much back, hold so much in, that they close to breaking. I know that feeling personally, and I don't want to watch that. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing and personally dealing with it. You know, it's hard. It's hard to be a man in this day and age, where everybody tries to force that whole, you know, be stoic, be strong, get up, go to work. It don't matter how you feel. It matters how you feel, bro. It matters how you feel. So I don't care about the videos. I don't care about the social posts or the norms that tell you you aren't allowed to feel. You aren't allowed to express. You aren't allowed to cry. Because I've learned that that's a lie. That's a lie. And it was leading me down places and roads that I wouldn't have come back from. So, providing examples of how it applies, you know, giving examples, giving my perspective from my understanding, you know, and open the floor. If I'm wrong, tell me. If it's something I missed, tell me. If you have another perspective, let me know. You know, everybody has a voice that's meant to be heard, literally. There's nobody that's better than anybody. I feel every person on this earth has value, has skill, has something to offer. And with my skill being music, especially as an instrumentalist, you feel me? Oh, fire. Perfect time. Lord, I'm sorry. I ain't mean that. He's still working on me, as you can see. But my talent with music, my talent with, you know, production, my talent with video or editing, photography, cinematography, like art, there's so much that I want to do. There's so much in my head and in my heart that I just have to do. So I feel like if I can use that for good, if I can use it for positive, what's stopping me? Who's stopping me? Nobody. So the scripture after that prayer that God sent me was Philippians 1:6. I read from the AMPC because it's updated and it gives like a brief description, explanation within the scripture so you can kind of get a better understanding as you read. And it says, "And I am convinced and sure of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will continue until the day of Jesus Christ, right up to the time of his return, developing that good work and perfecting and bringing it to full completion in you." And that, it just made sense when I read it, because it's like, at this point in time, I feel like I've been on the fence about giving up. You know, you have a dream, you have a vision, you have that feeling inside of you like, yo, you feel like you can see the future a little bit. Maybe you're an artist, you see yourself or imagine and fantasize about yourself being on the stage, you know, in front of the biggest crowd that the world ever seen. Or maybe you're an artist, you throwing a gallery full of your art, everything gets sold out. Maybe you're an author, bestseller, you know, you sell 5 million copies. Like, these are the dreams, these are the feelings. Like, once you feel it, once you start thinking and talking about it, you just smile and you like, giddy, you feel me? So I have that with music. I love music. I'm a rapper, I'm a songwriter, and an instrumentalist. And I love the creation of music. I love making my own music. But recently it feels like I've assumed that God's been trying to lead me away from that. And it's like I'm conflicted, because I'll be like, God, how can you give me such vivid dreams, such vivid fantasies, and such a vivid feeling? Like, I know that it's real, I just haven't got there yet. How can you show me that and start leading me away from it? Like, it just don't add up. It don't make sense to me. So I struggle with that. In that scripture, when it's like, he's gonna fulfill the good work that he started within you, it's like, to me that means he has to put you through the refining process for you to be ready for it. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. You just ain't ready. You know? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't ready. I'm not ready, bro. I still got temper issues. I still got insecurity issues. I still got, just past traumas that still ain't been dealt with. And I'm trying to be on a stage in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands. I'm trying to share a message to people that I don't know, that don't know me, don't know anything about me. And I'm supposed to be in front of them when I'm not even like really right here or here. Like, that don't make sense. I would ruin that dream that I'm so vividly feeling. So it's like when I read that he's going to fulfill it, it just reminds me, like, that's not for nothing. He didn't give you that. You didn't have that dream for nothing. You don't feel that surge and burst of energy for nothing. You don't go on a writing spree. You don't go on a drawing spree. You don't go on a gym workout spree for nothing. It all has a purpose. It's all for a reason, but it don't always feel like it. Bruh, when I tell you, I just be in my head, I be mad. Because it's like, if I'm so good, which I really am, if I'm so great, if I'm so, gifted, if I'm so deserving of all of this, why is it not here yet? Why am I watching it happen to others? Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to be patient? Why do I have to be humble about it? Why can't I be loud? Why can't I be free to shine? Why can't I be just why? Too many why questions instead of why am I not ready? Why haven't I dealt with this yet? Why haven't I been able to get over this situation? Why did the past situation of that affect me so much? Why does it still affect me now? Why do I still revert to doing this XYZ? Like, it's dope. It's dope when you start thinking about it in a certain way. Because at first it's like you feel so entitled. You feel entitled to everything. You feel entitled to a good life. Stress-free, wealthy, financially free. Like, everyone feels entitled to that because we desire that. We desire to, want to free our families, free ourselves. There's nothing wrong with having that desire. It's something wrong with you feeling like you don't got to change for it. Because I don't think anybody is just ready. That's why you see so many people who, when they're just thrown into it, they either fall off, they get strung out, or they just check out. So I'm convinced and sure of this very thing. He who began a good work in you will continue until the day of Jesus Christ. Everybody knows Jesus is coming back. Everybody don't want to believe it. Everybody's heard it, or almost everybody's heard it. So keep hearing it. But it's that part reminds me that it's daily. It's a day-to-day. Because we want it now. I want it now. Even at this moment while I'm talking to you, I still want it. And I would like for it to be tomorrow. But do I feel ready for it? No. Do I think it's easy? No. But it's a day-to-day commitment to doing what it takes to get ready for that blessing, for that dream to come true. So one, you don't mismanage it and mishandle it. Two, it lasts. And three, for you to be grateful, for you to appreciate it. Because once you get it, you don't want to be like, okay, now what's next? Because I got that bad. I got that what's next mentality like a mug, bro. Like, Because if I release a song, I'm already thinking about the next one. If I write an album, I'm thinking about the next one. If I record a video, I'm thinking about how many videos I need. It's always the next thing. It's always what's next instead of what's now. You know? If you can't appreciate now, you ain't gonna know what's next. You're not gonna appreciate what's next. And why would God give you something that you're not even gonna appreciate when it get here? You feel me? So right now, I feel like he's been teaching me to appreciate life as a whole and being healthy and having family present, you know? Those who truly care and take the time out to make sure you're okay. I just feel like he's really been teaching me that it's about more than just a dream. It's about more than just me. It's about what can you do for other people? How can you serve? How can you be a service? You feel me? Because you just getting right for you ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna mean nothing. Yeah, it's dope. You did it. You made it. You worked and fought for it. That's dope. Can't nobody take it from you. Now what? You gonna showboat it? You gonna brag on it? You gonna blow through it? You gonna waste it? Or you gonna get killed over it? You know, it's a lot of ways that things can go. So why not make sure you're taking the steps to make sure it goes the right direction? The only person who can guide those steps and guide that path is God, bro. You don't know. Every human, we think we so smart, bro. We swear we the smartest organisms living. Yeah, there's some intelligent minds, bro, but even they don't know everything. They don't control everything. We don't. And we hate that. We hate not being in control. We hate not having a plan. We hate not being able to take care of things, you know? Men and women alike. You know, I know so many females that's, you know, headstrong, independent, you know, trying to do their own thing. I know so many males, you know, working 3, 4 jobs, 70, 80 hours a week, going crazy. Not even thinking about health, not thinking about sleep, not thinking about peace, because they feel like it's not time for that. Hoping that it get them 3 steps closer to that dream. And it don't. It brings misery. Just misery, doubt, fear. Just to put it in that type of process, you know. That's what it's like. But it's a lifetime. Every day in a lifetime, God sends this lesson one day. He's like, okay, you want this dream. Say you want to start your own, I don't know, therapeutic business, therapy, psychoanalysis, you know, just receiving and talking to clients. You want to start there and you want to build a community around that. Okay, cool. You want that dream. So today, I'm going to have somebody come up to you talking crazy, and I'm going to see how you handle it. Tomorrow, I'm going to have somebody give you a compliment, see how you receive it. The next day, I'm going to have somebody else cuss you out and see how you receive it. The next day, I'm going to have somebody share a traumatizing story with you and see the words that you can offer them. The next day, I'm going to take one of your loved ones away from you and see the dedication and commitment you have to it. This day, I'm going to take the job from you to see if you trust that that's not where you're supposed to be. This day, I'm going to send you 8 tickets in the mail to see if you trust that money ain't going to be the, you know, end all be all to this dream of yours. But it's things like that. It's a day-to-day basis. It's the little lessons you got to take in everyday life. and you never see it coming. Some things you can notice, some things you can see is a test. Some things you don't even think is really a test. You just think it's somebody coming to be difficult. You don't recognize it. You just don't see it coming. So it's hard. It's hard every day to be fighting for something, striving for something, and stand in the same place. I said it in my song, whatever it takes. Fighting every day to be stuck in the same place. That drives people crazy. It drives me crazy. But with God's help, you start to notice and you start to learn that these type of challenges, these type of lessons, they don't break you. They make you stronger, they make you better. They make you more aware. They make you more compassionate than anything. Bro, I see a homeless man on the corner asking for money. Me personally, I don't like giving homeless people money because I don't know what you plan on doing with it. But there's nothing stopping me from getting you something to eat wherever you want. You feel me? That's not nothing stopping me from getting you something out the store. I can provide something that you need, But years ago, I wasn't worried about that. I wouldn't, what? Don't talk to me, bro. Like, what? Get away from me. Like, that's really me. I wasn't thinking about that. But how can I dream about touching hundreds of thousands and I can't even look out for one on the corner? That's a part of my refinement process. That's God, bringing to completion the work that he started in me. I was cold-hearted. I was mean sometimes. I was disrespectful. You feel me? And now I notice that I'm just compassionate. I show more mercy. I try to be slow to anger, but it's hard for me to be slow to irritation or annoyance. I'm still working on that. He's still working on that within me. But that's a big change I saw in me. That's a big change that he established in me and through me. That if somebody needs it, even if you're a complete stranger, today's the first day I saw you and I know I'm going to never see you again, and I still look out for you. Just out of my heart. I just went to Cali in February. There was a dude in a terminal. I didn't know his name. That's only the second time I've been in an airplane or airport terminal, bro. Like, I just don't do planes, or I haven't, because I don't really travel like that yet. But it was this black dude, and you could tell he was disheveled, his clothing ripped, dank, dirty. And I just saw the faces looking at him. I saw the smiles and the laughs and the smirks in his direction. I saw the way people was really doing him, bro, and that bothered me. And a lot of them didn't look like him, if you know what I'm talking about. They wasn't his complexion. And that ate at me, bro. I couldn't sit there. I couldn't sit there and see that and stomach that. It got to the point he just started standing there. He got tired of asking people, because it's like I saw the embarrassment. I saw the humiliation on him. So I intentionally walked past, got his attention. He said, can you spirit, what do you want? Pick anything in this terminal that you want. Go order. Go order something. And he's looking in disbelief. Like, you finna say sight? Like you playing? You messing with me, folks. Like, that's the look he was giving me. But I never, without a shadow of a doubt, gave any implication, bro, this is serious. Go get what you want. Don't set a limit. None of that. Go get what you want. Tell him the order and I got you. Pay for it. Even the lady behind the register, bro, looking at me like, I'm like, lady, ring me up. What you looking at? You feel like, and that just don't sit right with me. Now it don't sit right with me. So that's a big change. And once he got that, once I placed that order, I left. And then everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, bro, how hard was it? How difficult was that? For one of y'all sitting here staring at him to get him something to eat. A bag of chips, a bottle of water, some. But I feel like God put me here to be that type of guy for people. Because the multitude and the masses ain't like that. I did it somewhere else. I don't remember the state. But it was a guy that I was riding with. He was like, bro, why you get him that? Why you go in that gas station to get that homeless man that? I'm like, that's a human being, bro. That's a human. I don't care about him being homeless. He's human. Silence. Silence. Like 15 seconds of awkward silence. Because I just don't play like that no more. I know the feeling of being humiliated. I know the feeling of pulling lint out your pocket. Literally. You pull out change and lint come with it. You know it's bad. I know what it's like to put 87 cents in my gas tank just to get a couple blocks, bro. Like, I know the feeling, bro. I said it in another song. Cash the check and you back in the negatives the same day. You just get paid and you check a few hours later and it's in red, overdrawn, and you pay bi-weekly? Yeah, alright, okay, I see, but I know, I get that. So I can't look down on nobody. So since I'm in a position to help, you know, why not? And that's just a strong example of God perfecting the work that he started in me, the good that he started in me. And to be honest, he didn't even scratch the surface yet, you know? So I feel like that's a good point to stop. I don't want it to be long, drawn out. I'm not going to be doing hour 30 long sermons on here. Nah. I just felt that it was the need to start today. Rather than wait another day, rather than plan another day. I just had to do it today. So again, praying daily, actually praying daily for each and every person on this earth and everybody that sees this video, anybody that comments, anybody that likes, anybody that participates. Because this world ain't going to get better unless we do something about it. So I'm doing something about it with my gifts and my talents. And I just pray everything is a blessing for you. I pray every lesson is, you know, learned. I pray every obstacle is overcome. And I pray every opposition is destroyed. And I just pray that God reveals himself to each and every one of you deeply and personally, because that's what it takes. One-on-one time. It ain't for show. It ain't for display. It's one-on-one time in isolation. But you know, he know how to reach you. You heard him before. And if you ain't yet, he on his way. I promise. You know.